Good day, ma'am. I'm Rochelle Eduardo Velez, reporting under the Rule 70 penal provisions. So, first is the Section 356, the penalties, allows license guarantees to be punished by fine, suspension, cancellation, or revocation of their security profession or PSA, PSTA, CGF, GS license, subject and to criminal prosecution. Next is the Section 357, expired license to exercise security. States that upon the expirations of a security profession license, individuals are considered non-license holders and may be held criminally and administratively liable. Next is the Section 358, expired license to operate. States that the LTO of PSA, PSTA, CGF, GSF expires, rendering it legally unauthorized and imposing administrative and criminal liability on the registered license. Next is the Section 359, sanctions, impose penalties on PSAS for violating provisions. First offense result in a fine of 300,000 or 6 months suspension of LTO. Second offense result in a fine of 500,000 and a fine of 10,000 for each posted private security practitioner. And the third offense is result in a fine of 1 million, license revocation, confiscation of firearms, or criminal action. Next is the Section 360, operating without valid LTO. States that any PSA or entity operating without a valid LTO may face a fine of 1 million to 5 million at SOSHA's discretion. Next is the Section 361, operation with expired LTO. Penalties for PSA, PSTA, CGF entities or persons. Penalties range from 100,000 to 50,000, with the chief SOSHA having the discretion. Next is the Section 362, practicing private security profession without valid or expired license. Penalties 50,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos, discretion of SOSHA chief, and penalization for PSAS deployed. Next is the Section 363, rendering security service for illegal activities, carries a penalty of imprisonment of 12 to 20 years and a fine of 1 million without prejudice to other criminal prosecutions. Next is the Section 364, other violations of RA number 11917 and IRR may result in imprisonment, fines, or license suspensions or revocations. If offender is a juridical entity, the penalty applies to the or officers who participated in the violation without prejudice to the revocation of their PNP license. Next is the Section 365 of Social Awards and Recognition Board, or SARB, outlines guidelines for awarding and recognition to qualified entities in the security industry subject to social's approval. Next is the Section 366, outlines the compositions of SARB, including the chairperson, the assistant chief, the vice chairperson, the chief, the EMD, the STMD, and also the SLD members. Next is the Section 367, mandates the SARB to establish the types of awards, recognition forms, guidelines, and parameters for these awards with approval from SOCIA's chief. Section 368 mandates that all PSPS who receive awards must wear their miniatures as part of their uniform. And the Section 369 allows SOCIA's chief or authorized representative to conduct inspection in the Philippines to prevent conflicts or interest, undue advantage, and ensure justice. The Section 370 of the Data Privacy Act safeguards individuals' privacy by limiting disclosure of sensitive information, implementing document security protocols, and restricting personal access to records. The Section 371, content and submission of service agreement, security service contract, or SSC, requires the PSA to produce or submit unauthenticated copies when directed by Chief SOCIA, RCSU, competent authority, or representative conforming to labor provisions. Next is the Section 372, administrative fee of private security agencies. The minimum fee for PSCAS is 20% of the total contract cost, subject to DOLE adjustment. Additional fees apply for extra news tools and equipment. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.